Hello and welcome. I am Dr. Anil Joshi. Welcome you to my series Iconology and Temple Architecture Perspectives. In the context, we visit different temples. We analyze them, we study them in detail, and we take videograph and photographs. What is the reason? Is we can analyze them better after coming back. So today we are going to visit a very unusual site. At the first photograph itself, you can make out, first slide itself, you can make out that it is undergoing still some renovations. So this is a temple where we can clearly make out the Garbhagriha is by Hemadpanthi style, means the revolution has started from 12th century and still it is going on even on today. What does it mean? That we are going to see many landmarks as far as temple architecture is concerned, iconology is concerned, and we are going to analyze them and we are going to find out how exactly they differ from today. So let's get going. We are going today to Karmala. We are going to visit Kamalai temple and we are going to analyze there the temple from the eyes of iconography and temple architecture. It's very clear if we go into the history that this belongs to Nizam Shahi Deccan Sultanate. It's a different style totally and you cannot see them in the eyes of Vijayanagar or Chalukyan temples. Beginning is by Hemadpanthi, agreed, but other thing when you will see, you will find out many landmarks of many centuries. So better they are called as a Nizam Shahi Deccan Sultanate technology or architecture. This is my personal word of description and it's not a correctly scientifically graphed. So this region we are going to find, this architecture we are going to find at Karmala. Where is Karmala? You can go from either Solapur, Pandharpur or from Pune. It's in Maharashtra state and earlier it was in Nizam Sultanate. Incidentally, this was also on a route which was going right from Daulatabad, Bidar, Bishpur and towards Golconda. So all these culture you will find over here and it was basically belonging to the Maratha dynasty. So all the reconstruction, all the rituals are followed as far these are concerned. And as it is rightly said that there are a lot of repetitions of 96. You will find 96 arches, 96 steps to the veil and 96 arches to the surrounding. So a lot of time this particular word of Maratha Shahi is repeated, that is 96. In 16th to 17th century CE, under the Nizam Shahi rules, Ahmednagar, later influenced by Adil Shahi and Mughal Shahi, is the main, what you can say, is a responsible dynasty towards what we are seeing today, and it is also, it is true that it is adapted to the Hindu rituals. So this is the great advantage of both these combinations. The temple has got a tank, but the construction of this tank is typical of that of the Hyderabad Nizam Shahi. So they have a lot of places well like this and they have constructed in a typical manner, peculiar manner. But here the advantage or the change is it has got 96 steps. So this tank itself is also a reflection of the same dynasties. We see Pushkaranis. Lot of temple in south has got Pushkaranis. It has to be water reservoir, has to be near the temple. But this type peculiar you will find at many temples of Marathwada. So it's worth when we are seeing the temple, particularly this well, you are going to remember this. So 96 steps, 96 pillars is traditionally a number associated with Maratha dynasties and later with older Deccan architectural traditions. So with all these things we are going to analyze many things. What is a noticeable absence? The extensive Ramayana and Mahabharata panels which you will see in almost each and every temple of Vijayanagar, you will not find over here. There are few or negligible the erotic or mythonic figures, but they are extremely limited to the certain regions. Then there are no Dikpalas, there are no Ganas, or there are no narrative phrases. So all these things differentiate this temple from the other temples. The latter Maratha layer, that is very important, is in between 17th to 18th century, which you can make out distinctly in the temple once you go inside. The Vishyor is latter and Vishyor is older. The local tradition attributes revolutions to the Maratha Sardar and devotees. They have made changes accordingly. The late medieval Deccan Shakti shrines, what we are particularly refer by this name, or they are of Shiva, they are of Ma Parvati Devi, or otherwise. Most of them, some of them are also by the Vishnu Bhagwan, Sri Hari Vishnu Deva, like you can see it in Barshi. So you will find a combination of Maratha as well as the earlier dynasties over here. The temple cannot be understood, I told you very clearly, with the Chalukyan or Yadava temples alone, but it belongs to Deccan Sultanate Hindu traditional zone. Now look at this entrance, right from the entrance. What you will find in Vijayanagar is the Gopuram, large Gopuram. But here you are finding arch type with something it will resemble like a fort. There are thick walls, there are strong walls, and there is one entrance also. Even if you see entrance, it is a very safe. Look at this entrance, it is well protected, means they are expecting that if there is attack by the enemies, they can close the door and protect the temple. So from the temple you can see straight the Kamalai Bhavani or Kamalai temple. Now here you are seeing this is the entrance of the temple. We're going to see it in two parts. One thing is temple interior and second are the exteriors. As far as interior is concerned, it is much same as that of the Hemadpanthi style, and that is a lot of Hindu traditions or the Hindu styles of construction you see over here. But now exterior is concerned, it's different. Now here what you find usually over the entrance is the Lalat Bimba. Who is on the Lalat Bimba? Ganesha. So Ganesha Lalat Bimba is the first entrance, particularly of the Garbhagriha, and as far as Sabha Mandap is concerned, it has got a Kirti Mukha. Now here you see this side modification of Kirti Mukha, and above that also there is a deities sculpture. These two deities you are seen here, you can see below also Kirti Mukha, and below you are seeing is a Sabha Mandap, which is typical in a Hemadpanthi style. Okay, now look at the left side. Garbhagriha, Hemadpanthi. But if you see the Shikhara, no, it's totally different. It is not Hemadpanthi style. Look at the Gopuram. Gopuram here are replaced by the different type. It can be called as a Gopuram only because of the location, but as far as architectural styles are concerned, they are totally different. It is something of its own they have developed over here. So these are the differences we are pointing out. Exterior is concerned. Now this is the entrance taken slightly from the different distance. Now over the entrance you can sometimes find a Nagar Griha in lot of Deccan temples. Usually they were the site for the some people to play with instruments or some people to sing Bhupali, that is the morning ragas. So here you will not find that, it's totally different. But you are seeing inside a minar-like structure from here. Here, one more thing, did you observe? Usually where there should be a Nandi Mandapam. Instead of Nandi Mandapam, you got here a Mandapam which has got three structures. Another speciality of this temple. Who are there? Nandiji is there. But in addition to that, there is also a lion. Why? The temple belongs to Ma Parvati. And also there is Nandiji. And the speciality of this tiger or lion is, if you see from the entrance, you can see the deity right from the lion. So here you are seeing not typical of the Gopuram, but here you are finding minors. Now some people call this as the Deepa Malika. This is not Deepa Stamba. What Deepa Stamba has got is something totally different. We are going to see it in more analyzing it subsequently. Conventionally, a true Deepastambha should show a functional lamp tower and arrangement to keep lamps over there. It normally has multiple projections where you can keep the lamps, niches, brackets at a regular vertical interval. The clear lamp lesions you can see over here, but here you are not finding them. It is just a straight menor. Then often a square or a rectangular shaft is there. Here it is circular. Now usually it is positioned auxiliary in front of the temple and not as a part of enclosing structure. Enclosing structure is a compound. Enclosing structure is a gopuram. It is not a part of it. It's a different. The structure actually resembles a minar here rather than a Deepastambha. Deepastambha is totally different, lamp tower is different, and this is different. Here the emphasis is more on the height, and a skyline is a true feature. This is often a traditional Hindu lamp tower. You can see over here, not at this region, but slightly before it. But in Deccan Sultanate, this peculiar construction of stone is a common, but the places to keep the lamp, niches, are there in a lamp tower, which are not here. It is just a straight rising tower. It is neither a gopuram. Gopuram has got totally different as we have seen it in temples architecture. Look at this now. I am showing you in more detail. These are not typical of lamp towers. These are minar-like towers. Then they are not gateway also, or not a decorative part of the gateway also. This is not a traditional place also for the lamp tower. So these things are totally makes it a different, to give you a more analytic picture on different angles. Here particular emphasis is on deity and Kirti Mukha. Look at this. You can see something resembling Tulsi Vrindavan. The shape of it is totally different, and this is very unique of this style. I told you a lot of unique features you are going to find this temple. Here you have three shikhar. Look at the top of the shikhar. Top of the shikhar, you will not find a kalasha. You will find something else here, but at the same time, those two nether superstructures in place of gopuram, they do show a style like Dravidian style. So it has got some influence of the South Indian temples, no doubt about it. Now, the main temple inside is not square, and surrounding it you will find multiple small shrines, that of the Surya Deva, Ganesha, which we are going to discuss subsequently. Now here we have come to the back of the temple. Again, if you go outside from here, you will enter the Karmala town. Now this I was telling you usually referred to as the Nandi Mandapam, but Nandi Mandapam has got only Nandi here, but we are not finding here Nandi, we are finding here three, as I told you already. Now look at this. This is a Garuda. Garuda means Vishnu, Sri Hari Vishnu, correct? So one thing you are saying is this temple has a shrine of Sri Hari Vishnu, but it's not a typical Trikota temple. There is only one shrine here main, and another sub shrines. You are seeing Nandi also, then you are seeing a lion also. If you see through the lion, you can straight see deity. This is another sub shrine on the side. What you are saying is the Surya Narayan Mandir. Look at the chariot of sun. It has got 7 horses, indicating 7 days of the week, 7 colors of the light. Now you have to find out when it was said. It was said around 800 years back that sunlight has got 7 shades. Now look at the roof, how it is made. First, they have used multiple stones in different angles, and ultimately the topmost you will find that similar is a type of roof made even today. Now this is another shrine in front of the main temple. This is Shiva temple. You are seeing it is totally different. It is not a routine like a Garbhagriha and a Shikhara. This is Shiva shrine of the Nizam Shahi period, exhibiting hybrid architecture wherein a Hindu Garbhagriha is surrounded by a ribboned Deccan dome with an R structure to carry the dome. To support it, the surface articulation reflecting Sultanate style. I told you this is a totally different style they have developed here, and you will find very few temples other than this area reflecting this style. Now this side, now this is the another Shivlinga. This Shivlinga is not on the earth. This Shivlinga is not underground. First you will see in a Jagati, and over the Jagati, over the platform, they are kept a Shivlinga. Definitely we should study it in more detail. The entire Shivlinga with octagonal pitha placed on a raised masonry, that is pedestal, that is Adharalinga. What it is called as Adharalinga is a different totally type of raised platform, or Uchcharita. Uchcharita means raised platform. This type of Shivlingas are very less, very uncommon, and usually they are made by adding these superstructures, means they are not Swayambhu, they do not arise by itself. Why raised lingam surrounding by the floor? It is designed for water conservation. Maybe because of the flood, maybe because of the heavy rains. If water is coming here, the temple and lingam needs to be protected. For that they have made this type of the stand, or we can call as the base platform on which they have kept the Shivlingam. It is not a rock cut temple as we see. In rock cut temple usually it is at the ground floor or the ground level, or it is, if it is Atmalinga, then it has to be little below the ground. Now here what we are saying is a clear octagonal base, then cylindrical shaft, disc-like top, not a neutralistic. So this totally different, indicating this a Gamic Linga installed, that is not a Swayambhu. It is Pratishtita. Pratishtita is Pratisthana. It is the word is coming from. So they have derived it, they have got it from somewhere else and they have installed it over here. So that is Pratishtita. Pratishtha, Pratisthana, Pratishtita. These are the three words you have to remember. Now, three lingas are traditionally identified, which are these. One thing is Bhulinga, that is below the earth, which are most of the Atmalingas are this type of Bhulingas. They are below the earth and sometimes they are surrounded by the water. Then whichever are the early Shiva sites, you will never find like this. They are natural. The lingam is natural, the shrines are natural, and often the temples constructed around has got a lot of natural structures in it. Then it has got, it is not a Swayambhu. If it is Swayambhu, then you will find it below the ground level. Lot of time the Swayambhu Linga has got surrounding water. Now this all is said because there is a lot of energies around the Shivlingas. So it has to be below the earth, number one, and there has to be water surrounding it. Then there are Jalalingas. As the word indicates, Jala is water, and those who are immersed in water are called Jalalinga. There are river shrines, you will find at a lot of places, even in Deccan. Then there are tank temples, Trayatil, what we call, in the lake. Then there are certain Chalukyas and Kalyani temples, octagonal as well as circular pithas. They symbolize comparison with Bholeshwar, Aiholi, Tadakar. We have got videos on all these things. You must visit our website or our channel to get the total details. This linga could be relocated from the earlier site. So this is one of the things which differs this from the Atmalingas. Atmalingas cannot be shifted. Usually the Shivlingas are below the earth or at the ground level, as we most of the time see. Now this is at the surrounding. This got importance after the movie Sairat. In lot of languages it is dubbed or available. They have shown, or they have taken these premises So that time itself, this became so popular that the tree which had two branches, people came here, they take it for the selfie, and they ultimately broke the half plant. Now it is really dangerous to climb on it. And there is also a well. Now for us it is important because this is not a Pushkarani. Pushkarani is different and this well is different. We have got a detailed video at the end of this speech which will differentiate it from the Pushkarani. At first sight itself you can make out. The Shiva shrine, what we are summarizing is, we have seen Shiva shrine, we have seen also minar like gateways, we have seen Kamalai Bhavani temple. Together, how it is different from the other to make its own style as Deccan Sultanate style, and it's actually wonderful and beautiful. All the things in detail we have seen. Now let's find out the features of Chalukya and Vijayanagaras and this shrine. That will give us a total uniqueness of this. What is suprastructure? It is Visera type of towers, then tall Dravidian Vimanas and Islamic dome. Then wall carvings, dense sculpture, narrative panels and plain arch processes. How in Chalukya there are Ramayana, Mahabharata, dense sculptures on the wall, all walls are decorated, then there are narrative panels, then there are no arches. Arches are seen in this type of temple. Pillars are let turn. From where we find the best one are from Hoysalas, but at most of the styles. Then Vijayanagara, they are massive. You will find Yali also they form the part of pillar, but they are absent. These type of designs on the pillar are absent in this temple. Then iconographically, Chalukyas are elaborate. Then the Vijayanagaras are grand, and here they are restrained. There are not much. So Hindu shrines built in Islamic political authority reveals protected rituals by the small pilaster-like vertical elements, decorative arches, without narrative phrases, no ganas, no dikpalas. So that's how this temple differs. We have got a detailed video at the end of this speech. And with that, we are coming to end of this lecture. I thank you for giving me your valuable time. We have given you all the wonderful aspects of this temple, how it differs from the other. I hope you have enjoyed this. If you want to see more like this, visit our channel or our website. With this is Dr. Anil Joshi logging off till we meet next time. Goodbye, good luck, take care. We are meeting very soon in next video.